If you want to release your music onto Spotify, Apple Music, and all the other streaming services out there, including TikTok and Instagram Reels, you can do that with DistroKid. That's what this video is all about. Let's get right to it. So they have 3 plans to choose from. If you're just starting out, just go with the Musician plan. That's what I started off with. Eventually, I upgraded to the Musician Plus plan, and that's probably what most people have. The biggest feature that you want here is customize release date. I'll tell you why in a second. That's really the feature that you want. So pick your plan, and on the next page, give them your money. All right, so let's get right to it. Click on Upload Music over here. So these are the streaming platforms your music will be going to. By default, they should all be checked except for Snapchat. If you own 100% of the song, meaning you wrote it, you performed it, you own all of it, you can go ahead and check Snapchat. I've never even heard of these other streaming platforms. Angami, Savan, KKBox. That's 1K away from being a problem. How many songs are you releasing? That's easy. Has a single been previously released? Yes or no? What's your artist name? I'm gonna just make up an artist name right now. Let's go with Hugh Jazzy. Okay. If this is your first time releasing music, which I imagine it is if you're watching this video, select no on all of these. All right, release date. So if you picked the Musician plan, you won't be able to edit this. Otherwise, if you picked one of the other plans, you're gonna wanna set your release date at least 1 week in advance of whenever you're uploading your track. I meant to say at least 1 week in the future of whenever you're uploading the track. All right, back to the video. And the reason for that is because it gives you a chance to get onto algorithmic playlists, and it gives you some time to pitch to Spotify editorial playlists. So basically, that means you can get your song heard hundreds of thousands of times and make $4 or something like that. But it's not about the money, right? All right, release time synchronization. Don't really need to worry about that. Pre-order. Sure, yes or no if you want people to pre-order it on iTunes and Amazon. All right, so for a record label, unless you are actually part of a label, you could make anything up here. Super Awesome Records. You put in what language your song is in, and for genre, just put your music in a box and select the proper genre. If you don't see the genre you think your music is, just get it close. I don't think it really matters. Let's go with spoken word. Sure, why not? And this is a French pop spoken word song. All right, let's go with that. All right, album cover. So this is where you can bust out your artistic skills. There are only 3 things to be concerned about. Number 1 is that it has to be in square dimensions. It recommends 3000 by 3000 here. And make sure that you don't have any URLs or your Twitter handle or X handle, whatever. And also make sure that you actually own this artwork, that you own the photo. So, just take your phone and take a picture of your foot or something. So I'm just gonna drag and drop my artwork here for my super awesome song. There you go. Made that artwork myself. All right, so you got your album artwork up. Now we can go through all the track information. So this song is called Super Awesome Song, and I don't have any featured artists. Do I have versions of the song? Sure, this is a, I don't know, let's call it the jazz version. The Super Awesome Song jazz version by Hugh Jazzy. Oh, man. All right, upload your file. So most people think about MP3 files when it comes to music, but you could upload an MP3 turd. So what you want to do is export a WAV file. Essentially, WAV files are lossless, and they are the highest quality audio file pretty much that you can get. All right, so you probably didn't mix in Dolby Atmos or spatial audio. For songwriter, you just choose if it's an original or if it's a cover. So you can release cover songs. There is an extra fee for that. Basically, it just covers you from getting sued by the original artist and make sure that the original artist gets paid, part of that $4 that you're making. For songwriter real name, you need to put in your actual real name. I don't know. What's Hugh Jazzy's real name?
Oh, Woodrow.
All right, explicit lyrics. So if you say muncher, any of those words, you're gonna have to check this off. Instrumental, yes or no. Preview clip start time. Okay, this is actually really important, especially for TikTok and Instagram Reels. So imagine that you are showing off your music and you could only show them 5 seconds of your song. What 5 seconds would you show them? Essentially, when people are working on their content and their TikTokies and Instagram Reels or whatever, they can preview a little bit of your song, and you want to show them the best, right? So one little tip from a video editor is if you have a drop or some big moment in your song, set the start time a second or two before that, all right? Just include a little bit of the buildup. That goes a long way. So honestly, this is probably one of the most important sections to think about. If you get it right, you can go viral and make a bajillion Monopoly dollars or whatever. All right, track price. Almost everybody streams music, so set whatever price you want. For extras, I have never used any of these. I'm sure all of them are great, especially if DistroKid is watching this video. All right, but for real though, the only option that I've considered is leave a legacy, because essentially if you stop paying your DistroKid membership, your music will be taken down. So, just something to think about. Mandatory checkboxes, so just check all of them. You could read through them if you want to. There is one box where you have to admit to being an a-hole or not. So if you stole the music that you want to upload, you are in fact an a-hole. So leave that box unchecked and go jump off a bridge. But for everyone else, check all the boxes and hit continue. Validation error. You selected French pop as a genre, but English as the language. Okay. All right, so I can't actually upload a French pop English speaking song. So let's just go up here and change one of these. So it's a spoken word, and let's go with country. Sure, why not? Whatever. Now let's hit continue. And oh, it's actually uploading the song. Okay. All right, so you could actually master your track here. It gives you a little preview of it. I master my own songs. I think it's a good skill to learn. But hey, you have the option there to master it here in DistroKid if you wanted to. And yeah, it looks like this is actually going to be released, but I don't actually want it to be released. So I'm gonna go over here and abort mission. Yeah. Sorry, the world isn't ready for Hugh Jazzy yet, and his super awesome song, jazz version. So if you want to sign up with DistroKid, I got a link below that will save you 7% off your first year. And if you want some tips on music production, check out this video over here.